Hey YouTube, Chief Monkey J. Just out in the shed. Oh, we've had a shit hit the fan issue, quite frankly. So I'm out in the shed. I'm a bit sideways and a bit I feel a bit basically we're trying for our second child, as you know. Nothing wrong with a ban. Don't get it wrong. Well, actually, you don't know. You do know now, because I just mentioned it, but my wife is pregnant. We've gone over the 3 months mark, and she's had her first antenatal today, so spot on. But shit hit the fan is obviously when we were had our first child, we had working tax credit. I don't know, for you guys in America, and it's basically help for money because your wages are too damn low. But yes, and it turns out they overpaid us, and they've overpaid us by $3.5 grand, and they want it back, and there's no way to fight them. So I don't know what to do, so I'm a little bit fucking upset about that. So I thought, well, I'll come out here and we'll make stuff. So what we're going to do is I am a licensed radio operator for amateur radio. So I'm going to put my 2-meter radio back up. So we've got this here pole there, with that sort of bird's nest on the bottom, which, if we take a walk outside, is going to go onto this here pole. So what's that? 6 foot, that's 6 foot, 7 foot, that's probably 13, 14 foot off the ground, plus a 2-meter antenna. When I say 2-meter antenna, that's the radio frequency, not the size. And we've been painting. We run out of paint. But see that block down there, and that block up there, we're gonna stand it off so it stands off the edge of the shed. So it should go pretty high by the time it's finished. So why don't you come and join me in some workshop noisage and some grinding. We're going to make some brackets up for the pole and clamp it to the system and get a radio up and see if we can hear something on the radio tonight. Alright YouTube, come join me in a sec, we'll get set up. Right now, what we got to do then is this is an old filing cabinet that I've been taking apart. We're going to make some bracketry up with the least amount of cutting possible. Now there's some square blocks on the back of the shed, as you've seen, and they're from a pallet. So we're going to draw ourselves some brackets, and it's all guesswork. It really is. We don't really measure things. I want to get this sort of stage. No, I want it longer than that. I want it go around a block, around a thing. I don't want it about there. Should do it that far down. So I'll have that one about there. And straight edge up. Across that. Well, that straight down very fucking straight, does it? It bloody isn't, is it? Come on, Monkey J. Build it on the wonk. Because it'll make it straight. Right, and I want it about that deep. Can't really see the drawing on this, but you'll see it in a minute. Just using a permanent marker basically to pilot this, that's all it is. That ain't very bloody straight either. Come on, Jay. That's better. Get it out of the way. Bring you up. Right. So our first bracket's going to be here. Our second bracket's going to be there, and these are going to sort of wrap around the pole and then round the block, screwed left and right of the pole and centre of the block as well. So I'll get this cut out. I'll come on back. Can't have you here while they're cutting it because there's going to be so much sparks flying. Right then, I've got the two brackets cut out, and I've just going to run them up the belt sander a minute on the grinder here, just to just take the edge off, you know. So if you bear with me a second. That's got all the sharp edges off. I'll flatten the damn things now. So let's get a hammer. Got two types of hammers for this. You never know which one's going to be useful. Want to get yourself a good ball peen hammer. This is a 22 ounce ball peen hammer. It is. I'll get it back here. It is a pretty big hammer. I know it looks rusty, but it's my beloved hammer. And a lump hammer, which is, I don't know what weight this bloody thing is, I've had it for years. Warning, always wear safety glasses. Good job, I got my Wiley X's on. Right, don't know whether you guys know, but if you go and buy a vice, even if, no matter what the size of the vice is, you know, you get a vice that suits your needs, but always make sure they got a back plate on them here, big square plate. This is what this is for, flattening out metal. It's like having an anvil. See that? Now you can put them in the vice and stretch them if you want, but I wouldn't be Chief Monkey J if I didn't like hitting things with hammers. Everybody likes to pound things with hammers, especially how my day started off with that wonderful piece of news. So we get that as flat as possible. Woo, yeah. Might have to take that lip off, don't I? Yeah, we'll find out. I'm going to do the same again on here. Lumpity lumpity hammer. We love it. Oh yeah. I see people using hammers. Don't use a hammer up here. That's round the neck. That's choking a hammer. You should have enough control in your hammer to use it on the handle. It's called a handle for a reason. Stick your hand on it. It's a bit of a giveaway. The clue is in the title. It's got everything pretty flush. I'm just going to get my ball peen in a minute. We'll square up these edges, do the same again. Lovely. So what we're going to have to do now is shape this around the metal on the blocks. So I'm going to have to work out when the pole sits, curve it round the pole, and then come back out like a horseshoe, almost like a horseshoe shape with a tab left and right. You know, like you see plumbing brackets holding on plumbing pipes to pull. That's what I got to do, and I've got to make that. So then I end up with the idea being that there would sit me a pole. Then here I would have a screw, and that bends around the corner of the block, and another screw goes in that side and that side to make it, you know, nice and solid. So I'll go grab the pole and we'll get set up for bending.